Welcome everybody to Starrcast 6. And welcome to Premier Streaming Network. My name is Josh Chernoff, and I am so excited to have you here. We have such an incredible weekend planned for you at Starrcast 6. I hope, hey, if you are watching this right now, then that means you are about to see the Jazwares reveal panel on the AEW stage. But I also want to let you know, right now, live going on the premiere stage, it's Goodnight Hausen with Danhausen. And if you're going, oh no, wait, but I want to see both, that's fine. You got both. So when you're finished with this, jump on over there. If you want to jump on over there, come on back to this later. It doesn't matter. You are going to get the full Starrcast 6 experience right here on Premiere. But enough about that. Enough about me. It is time now to go to the AEW stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Starrcast 6. This is the Jazwares AEW All Out Reveals panel. Please welcome your hosts, Gregory Mitchell and Daniel Jung.
Cool. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us here. You guys must love action figures, probably as much as we do too, so we really appreciate you guys spending time with us today. This weekend, you're going to hear a lot about 5 years, right? This is Starrcast 6, so 5 years ago, a very cool man with a cool dream and a very cool setup and podcast I've probably spent way too many hours listening to over the last few years, set up this really cool event called Starrcast. Coincidentally or not, 5 years ago, we had a little thing called All In, All Out. What was that? It was an event that none of us thought could happen. We're so stoked to. And at that same exact moment 5 years ago, a little tiny toy company called Wicked Cool Toys, wrestling fans from day one, people who started the company from big, huge, high-paying, high-profile toy jobs, little guys like me who left really good jobs to join that crew. My boss, Jeremy Padower, pulls me into his office and says, here's your first big project to work on. There's something called AEW coming. Did you see this thing that happened? Did you see these guys? Did you see all these guys together on stage together? And for the next 6 to 7 months, we spent time trying to track down people with a phone, try to find out how the heck we could become partners and show them why we should become partners with what became AEW. So 5 years goes by fast, and thank you guys for being there from day one when we started putting our figures out in August of 19. So thank you guys very much. Meant a big deal to us. And now what we're here to do is we like to do these panels every one of these shows, give you a sneak peek of what's coming out. And our focus today here is on exclusives. So thanks to you guys, we love doing exclusives for retailers who are great partners, who have special editions of figures that no one else can have. And I get the sneak peek on those today.
Awesome. Who's ready to see some reveals today? Yeah.
Wait. Who's not ready to see some reveals today? Okay, because Danhausen's down the hall.
Go to the Danhausen show, everyone who just said yeah. All right,
let's let her rip.
Okay, so first up, let's make sure this is, okay. First up is Shop AEW. Every pay-per-view, we usually announce a new Shop AEW exclusive. Anyone want to take some guesses at who it might be? Are you sure?
How sure?
I think there's a little, okay, there we go. It's actually Hangman Adam Page. Whoever said Hook, you're wrong. And here's a first look.
And that was the last look. We'll get the video back up and running in a second. Adam's been a joy to work with since the day we met him, a real class act and a great champion over these years. This is a special one here. All of our AEW shop exclusives are special because they're limited edition. They're limited to 3,000 figures to take home and cherish and put on your shelf. But the really cool about this one here is the packaging for all of our shop items are very special and unique versus what you would see at a retail shelf. Here, this is actually based on artwork that Adam himself created, including the T-shirt design. So that put a big smile on his face when we showed it to him, and he autographed a whole bunch of these for this weekend. So if you guys visit the Shop AEW booth here at Starrcast, you'll be able to purchase one of 150 autographed by the man himself. And the smile on his face, he took down the bandit mask and smiled when he saw his artwork on the packaging. I'm just playing. He wasn't wearing the bandit mask. I worked at MTV for 15 years. I was taught how to talk over technical difficulties and pretend they weren't happening. But boom, they were back in action. Well done, Daniel. And I'll meet you guys over at the Danhausen panel. Let's go. That's the last Danhausen joke, guys. For real. Control yourselves.
So what's special about this packaging is actually Hangman Adam Page.
Let's see if Daniel was listening during the technical difficulties.
Did you already bring? Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I was doing my job of buying time.
Okay, so these are actually available today at the Shop AEW booth. So if you go towards the lobby entrance, there's a Shop AEW booth, and for a limited quantity, for $150, you could get a signed version. And right next to that is a life-size photo op where you could take pictures with the figure you bought. So,
so
have
you
some
can
fun
be
with that after this panel.
You can be a cowboy too. And every time it blinks, it's another one sold out. So keep track. This is our live ticker. Yeah, you ever watch QVC? This is what this is all about. No, wait. There's more glitches to come. Don't go anywhere.
Sorry, I think there's a cable issue that's causing a connection. Okay, I think we're good here now. So up next is Walmart exclusives. Greg, is there anything special about Walmart?
Walmart actually, alongside Ringside Collectibles, was our launch partner for the AEW line back in August of 2020. And then we've been giving them an exclusive style of a number of different figures across Unrivaled and Unmatched for about a year now. But now, because of the big response from the fans and the support of Walmart, AEW Unrivaled Supreme will have its exclusive home at Walmart. Cue the visual. Okay, we're going to act it out. Who's the wrestler we're going to reveal, and how can we act them out? Oh, I could never act this one out. So next in a great lineage of figures from Kenny Omega, the Lucha Brothers, Malachi Black, a certain someone who's coming out on shelves this October. You can also pre-order that in our booth. Will be our masterpiece version of Sting. If you guys collect Supreme, or you've been kind of waiting on the bubble for your favorite star to be in Supreme, they're essentially like 3, sometimes even 4 figures in one package. You can customize them with the gear, the legs, the head, facial expressions. These are very robust figures. They're probably the most robust premium action figure for wrestling you can buy in the mass market. It's why Walmart wanted to really grab a hold of it and really push it and promote it with us, and no one better here than the Stinger.
And for the eagle-eyed fans, you guys might notice that there's something special with his outfit, but we'll let you guys wait until the next show for more details.
That's why we're doing the blackout glitch thing, so you can't actually see what's different and new about him. Daniel, is that you in the crowd taking a picture of Sting on this?
Up next, one of our valued partners, Ringside Collectibles. We also have Sam here taking some pictures. Hi, Sam.
Everyone say 1, 2, 3. Hi, Sam.
Okay.
Are we getting tattoos later? Okay, cool.
What's special about Ringside is we could do certain things that you can't always do in the mass market, such as blood.
Blood? All right. I'm all about blood, but guts make me a little squeamish. Is there blood and guts?
There's blood and guts.
Oh, guys, cover your eyes.
And for our next Blood and Guts series, we actually have...
Dun, 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 dun. That's a heartbeat. Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Darby and Brody.
Darby Allin versus a big, ugly monster who was supposed to be in this chair today, but traffic across Chicago took him out of action here. But he would have said something very pithy and insulting to me, no doubt. But yeah, we're very proud to present for Ringside exclusive Brody King and Darby Allin.
And here's a quick look at the color renders.
It was very quick. Conrad, did you pay the Wi-Fi bill? What's going on here?
All right.
Just playing.
And in addition to Blood and Guts, we have one more announcement, and this announcement is pretty special, so we'll take a look here.
What? Nice. Ringside Collectibles, the exclusive home for
the Acclaimed 3-pack with Billy Gunn.
Oh,
yeah!
Billy Gunn! There we go. That's the image you all wanted to see. We have any T-shirts in the audience here? Any Scissor Me Daddies? Right on.
Nice.
See?
Max Caster.
One pre-sale. Check out the premium goods here, though. Like, look how nice the outfits are, the deco. We got a little Scissors AEW logo on there. Very nice. And then, of course, you can pose them with the accessorized hands any way you like. So
Peace signs, as we like to call them.
yes, peace, or deuces. Whatever you do with them, the world is yours.
And,
packaging's very cool, too.
Yeah, it's shaped as a boombox, and you guys could actually pre-order it now.
There are some legal complications with certain types of graphics on certain types of shirts from certain types of companies, but we always do our best to give you the most accurate we can. This guy wants a job on the brand team. I love it.
Start the hardline soft goods department.
Nice. Good suggestion. Again, to that point, as authentic as we can get any shirt with, along the lines of course, being good corporate partners, we'll always do the best ones we can do. Nice. Soft goods packs, T-shirt packs. You guys like that idea? Very good. Checks in the mail. Just playing. Oh, heck, I'll send you 10 of them then. Maybe we'll make you a action figure made one, but human size. With the Velcro in the back and everything. Easy to tear off.
Awesome.
Okay, all right, calm down now. Thank you, that's a great idea.
And up next, we have Amazon exclusives. What's special about our Amazon exclusives, Greg?
You know what? Why let me just foam at the mouth about how special it is? We could always let our friends.
But let's keep the party going. Because the Jazwares Target exclusive Adam Cole Bebe figure, it's selling like hot.
Adam, that's a Target.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. You know what else, though? You know what else is hot? The fact that I love to play with myself. And I have never been more excited to play with myself than I am right now with my brand new gold Amazon exclusive action figure with the Triple B. Adam?
Guys, where is it?
Adam, where's the Triple B? I'm a little MJF.
You talking about this one?
It's real cute, man. I'll give it back.
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, I didn't get it back!
Yes, but that's not all. Max is part of a 4 Champions pack, so you will get him, of course, with his gold Burberry scarf, not Burberry, and belt. You also get Thunder Rosa with the first, new version of the women's belt, so we haven't had that in any figures yet. Followed by, of course, Wardlow with his TNT Championship belt, and then, wait a minute, you guys hear anything? No? Boy, this Chicago traffic, guys. I'm from LA, and this is some killer traffic. All right, so here, we're gonna pretend I'm your special final guest here.
Oh, we have Orange Cassidy! Hey! Hey, OC, how you doing today? You want to join us here at our panel? Oh, okay, that's So if you guys have been following AEW by Jazwares, you guys might have seen some little Easter eggs that we've been planting throughout social media throughout All In weekend. But here's a first look, as well as a pre-order link for you guys to order this now. And
nice.
What's really special about this the product is actually that this is the first time that you'll get Orange Cassidy's International Championship belt. It'll also be the first time that a figure has the Triple B World Championship belt, and also the first person to carry the current Women's Championship belt. This is actually the first time in the line that you get this belt, so it's a pretty awesome set.
4 champions.
Also, if you notice the scarf on MJF, it's also gold-plated.
It's shiny.
And each of the 4 former champions or current champions all have some sort of gold treatment to celebrate their championship reign with their special belts.
Yes. Well,
Cool.
Hey.
Wait, it does or it doesn't? Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, some technological success on this.
Yeah. Okay.
We got bodied by traffic today. We got bodied by some audio visual, but we can get you to the stores to buy and pre-order now.
I wanted to take this opportunity right now to just maybe ask you guys a little bit about the process and go into that. I know we have another stage show coming up tomorrow where we're going to really go into the actual process of making it, but I thought, you know what, let's talk right now. So one thing that I wanted to know was you were showing some things that are event specific, right? What is the process in that when you see something? Are you watching each pay-per-view and then you look at it and you go, okay, that's one, and you make a note? Is that pretty much how that goes?
You could work in this business. That's exactly how we approach it.
I will work in this business. I will send you my resume afterwards and my custom figures from when I was a kid.
Oh, nice. You customize figures too?
Oh my God, absolutely.
This is what wrestling is so great. I worked on like Power Rangers over the years and like some like big brands and Star Wars. But the community of wrestling, like so many of you guys who are involved in the lifeblood of the business, the performers, the broadcasters, they all collected toys, they all played with them, or to your point, they even customized them. So that's a beautiful thing. That's why we love being part of this community. But yeah, you nailed it. We watch, 5 hours of programming every week, across all 3 shows. And the pay-per-views, like we're often at them. We're often getting a glimpse at the wardrobe backstage, getting like little notes. Our design team usually attends with us, and like most pay-per-views and most of the talent are kind of savvy to know that changing my look up reflects my character or my gimmick, but it also means I make a great new action figure. Yeah. So there's a little bit of politicking for yourself to be on a retail peg, and it's smart because collectors love their favorite wrestlers, and you can get them in different outfits, different expressions. They change up their hair. That's what we're all there for.
There have been some incredible recently with All In. There was some great stuff. The lead in with Sting and Darby Allin. I mean, as soon as that popped up, I thought to myself, yeah, that's got it. Come on.
That was a new Sting figure right there. The hat, I'd seen him wear a hat like that in ages, so that was beautiful. And the trench coat together, All In had a lot of good looks. There were a lot of good talent that really, it was a huge show, and it was meaningful to everybody who showed up on that stage that day.
House of Black and just all white.
House of Black needs to calm down. Every outfit they put on is worth like its own action figure series.
Guys,
we love those
too
guys.
Much. We can't just have House of Black every single series. You guys calm down a little bit.
House of Black series not confirmed, but I mean we love working on it because those guys they're so creative. So much of the roster really cares about how they look and how their looks reflect who they are and how they perform. It's like I don't know. It's like it literally is a kid in a candy store working with these guys. They're wonderful.
One thing that I thought was really cool when the first series came out, there were some talks about everybody's look, we love the wrestling figure collecting community because that's who's buying these figures and keeping you guys in business. But there was some talk about the skin tone or maybe if we change this or that. And the credit to you guys, the Jazwares team was just like bam. They were right on it, and hey, here's this fix, this fix, this fix. So obviously, that was it was brand new. It was right out of the gate. But how have things changed from the process in the beginning versus the process now? Because you have seen in a really short amount of time, if you really look at it, a short amount of time, you've seen this complete change where these figures are just so much more robust, so much more detailed even than they were before. And they were great from the start. But so what has changed in the process for you guys?
Thank you for saying that because we put our all into these, and it's funny you get enough distance from it, you can have that now it can be told moment. I like to joke that as we signed the deal and then going into year one, I had a full head of hair like Homer Simpson when he showed up to work that day with a lustrous mane. But the truth is, when you launch a brand from scratch, you launch a line from scratch. We had everything going for us from an AEW partnership standpoint. Walmart and Ringside both said, we are so in, you don't have to show me past wave 2, we're down for it.
Wow.
But then it comes down to the mechanics of super talented design team and packaging team, then having to learn to work with, say, a brand new factory or a brand new vendors, where you get your test shots of the plastics, that's his or her skin tone perfectly. And then you get closer in the production process, something happens, just like the wrestling business, there's audibles in the toy business literally every day. I used to say every week, but now it's more like 5 days a week. And our ability to adapt to those and our commitment to make sure that we make those fixes, that we make those adjustments, because you guys are why we do this. You guys are the ones who would tell us we're doing great, we're doing terrible, and there's lots of fun and ugly stuff in between too. But our ability as a team and as a company I mean, I'm proud to say we're the company that gave the world Squishmallows and Pokemon, and we take what we do very seriously. And this talented team that we work with every day makes sure that if there's a pivot to make, we make it. If it's after the fact, we fix it.
I remember there were a lot of jokes made. I had the opportunity to be backstage at the event. I don't remember specifically which one it was, but it was the event. I remember Cody Rhodes walked in, and it was the first time he walked in with a neck tattoo. And at first, I was just like, is that real? And he's like, yeah. I was like, oh, wow, okay.
I believe it was here. Was it Revolution during C2E2, or was it maybe Atlanta right before that?
I don't remember which one it was, but I was very lucky to be able to be at a lot of them, so I don't remember which one it was, but it was definitely a pay-per-view. And I looked at that, and my first thought, being a huge wrestling action figure fan, was, so all those figures are outdated now. For you guys, when you see something like that, do you instantly go, oh my God, or do you go, what an opportunity?
Boom, another great figure in the pipeline. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then it becomes a lineage of you basically, whether it's their first figure and they're here for a while and you'll see them grow up in front of you in plastic form, or, a venerable, very savvy veteran like him, he's going to mix it up over time, and he's going to make sure. And we love that.
Awesome.
Daniel especially loves it. It keeps him on his toes.
Yeah, we definitely are used to a lot of change. And figure development takes like a year long, and so with wrestling, we don't even sometimes know what's happening 2 weeks from now. So as you asked before, really studying the show and seeing who might be the future star too. Those are the things we look out for. We meet up with AEW every week on our weekly calls, and we kind of discuss, do you think maybe this person? And some of it's a little bit of a trial and error, but...
Or they did what to their hair? Okay. And then we try to react as quick as possible.
So, well, that's the thing. He's talking about this a year lead time to get these figures out. So I would imagine something like the tattoo is not going to take nearly as long as somebody shaved their head. Right? And they had long hair, and you've done this great, and now you have to change the mold. Yeah. So I'd imagine that the tattoo, relatively easy in that regard.
Sure. And when it came out to putting him out again, with the tattoo, it was like, okay, well, is it the night he debuted it, or is there another time there where the attire also would have changed enough to give you another reasonable and meaningful bite at the apple to get yet another figure of him? At one point, we got to a point where we made a joke at one of the panels where we had, I think, put 4 or 5 of him out at that point. So we then showed a slide of basically those 90s tropes of scuba diving Cody, hang glider Cody, baseball Cody. So the tattoo thing was the easy part, but then the team challenged themselves to go well, what new jacket could he also have worn? What new tights could he have also worn? Will we ever get his beautiful dog in the mix there? Right. We never got to do that one. That was a bummer. Pharaoh is a lovely creature. I get to ride around in the back seat with Pharaoh and Cody's Call of Duty Wrangler one rainy day in Atlanta, and he just was so mad I was back there. He just went like this to me. But yeah, we just, hairpin turns, audibles. I mean, that's the wrestling business, and it was DNA, and that's what we're all about too.
So I have a million more questions I could ask you guys, but I'm going to wrap it up here with one last one. We touched base. I had referenced a custom figure. I just told my son the other day when he was talking about how, I need more action figures. And I reminded him of what it was like back in our day, and how I had to cut a Bret Hart picture out of a magazine and just stuff it and have that.
What the?
I was supposed to be here, right?
Well,
you're right on time, man.
Yeah, you made it.
This is really weird because there's no one sitting in these seats.
Yeah, I see someone.
There
you go.
There's somebody else. Hey, what's up?
We're streaming though.
They all ran out to go because there's a display.
I thought this
with
was
all the figures.
I thought this was just rehearsal or something.
Do you want to sit down or you?
Nah, that's all right. What are we doing? What is this?
We're just talking about action figures, so I'm glad you're here, right? You have action figures when you were a kid,
I'll sit down
right?
because I feel like I'm making you uncomfortable.
No,
I'll sit in this thing.
Okay.
Oh, you're the best, Daniel. Thank you.
There you go.
Okay, what?
So, action figures, right? I was telling a story about how I had to make a Bret Hart figure out of cutting out a picture and then drawing what the back looked like and stuffing it with cotton balls because there were no Bret Hart action figures. And now we're so lucky to have so many incredible figures. Almost anyone that you can think of. There's so many Orange Cassidy figures.
Including just the announced one that you just almost made it in time for.
With a special belt.
Yeah, this one.
Oh boy, here we go.
He never comes empty-handed.
There it is.
Yes.
Nice.
Beautiful.
The first figure to come with it. It's you, sir.
Yeah, that's appropriate. I guess I never got to really say anything to anybody about my action figure. But it's pretty crazy how you all are able to make my hands go in my pockets.
It's really an awesome feature.
Like that was probably a nightmare. It probably cost way too much money, and it was probably a real headache for probably everyone involved.
The design team back there is going, nah, no way, not for you.
But it's really incredible, and everyone does. That's just hey, if you haven't heard it yet, great job.
There, wow.
Thank you.
Made me feel incredible, and you all are very talented and incredible people. So what else am I supposed to do?
So we were just going to talk about, but we all made custom action figures, I feel like, as a kid. So I wanted to go through what was either the one you made that you were the most proud of, or maybe just the weirdest one in general that you put together, wrestling figure, a custom wrestling figure.
Oh gosh. I used clothespins, the wooden ones, not the plastic springy ones, and I would draw faces on them. So in one match I had Spock versus Darth Vader versus Playboy Buddy Rose.
Wow.
That's a deep cut. I might have a junkyard dog in there as well, but they were all clothespins.
But they were all made out of clothespins.
Yes.
Wow.
Just with clothespins and a big ballpoint pen from my dad's IBM desk.
That's incredible. My brother used to in school, he had pencils. He's back in the green room watching this. So he had pencils that he would just sit at his desk when he was bored in school and just make them wrestle each other. So yeah, but clothespins, they can grab a hold. So
look, I didn't even do that. You're being too clever for me on that one. I couldn't even do that. I just went do 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 do. I mean, it was Spock versus
that's great.
Playboy Buddy Rose, for God's sakes.
It's my turn?
Yeah, your turn.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I didn't do that. I had American Gladiator action figures that I would have wrestle because I liked it.
Were those Remco or Toy Biz? I can't remember who made those, but they were good.
Here's something you should know. You're asking the wrong person.
And Cardona lands sometime tomorrow morning.
He was too busy becoming an action figure to mess around with too many of them.
How about you? What kind of custom or?
I never had like a custom, but I did collect like Batman action figures, like the Batman animated series was a big.
Did
part
you
of my
ever
childhood.
pretend one was someone else, or like if you were playing with them, you didn't have the figure,
or like
that
mix them with like the GI Joes and if they're like battling in like a different world or things like that. Yeah, for sure.
And now you guys get to actually make action figures.
Nerds, yes.
Hey, nerds. You know what? Being a nerd's a pretty damn cool thing. I think it's pretty awesome what you guys get to do.
We find it to be a privilege and a blessing, so thank you, yeah.
No, and thank you so much for being here at Starrcast, being on Premiere. We really do appreciate you taking the time. I know I dragged you back up here for to talk a little bit more. I feel bad. We're wrapping up here. Orange Cassidy just joined us.
All right, well, I guess let's take a Q&A with the audience.
We're
Oh, wait a second.
right.
We can't do that.
Yeah, it's Q&A time.
All right, Kurt Angle in the back. What do you have to say, sir? No?
What's your question? What's that shirt? Yeah, you. Will Ospreay?
Who's that? I'm just playing. He's amazing. Bruv.
Scratch that figure itch over here. Do you have a question? No?
This is a great Q&A.
Mr. Clean, do you have a question? Nice.
That makes the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us.
He just said he's happy to be here.
Now,
in case you couldn't hear at home or where I don't know where do they watch this?
I think
AMC movie theaters.
So they can watch this. They can watch this on Premiere Streaming Network. Wherever you can download anything, you can watch it on your TV. You can watch.
It says it right there.
Right there, streaming exclusively.
It says it on this microphone. It says it right there.
There it is.
Premiere Streaming Network.
That's a great graphic right there. It's nice. It's clean. It's crisp.
And if you just made the 10-minute cut before that, you'd see your beautiful action figure there on the screen too.
Oh, I saw it. I saw it.
Good.
It's great. It also has a backpack, right?
that's the next one that's coming out.
Never mind.
This
It
one was
doesn't.
the Amazon 4-pack that we announced.
Is that breaking news?
I don't know. I
There's
think I
going to be a
just spoiled
backpack
something.
included and a
This may-
picture.
this
This is why I'm not supposed to be up here and saying stuff, because I'll just give it away.
It's better if you spoil us than some of the weirdos out there who try to spoil us and then make horrible memes
Do
about
you
us.
get that a lot? Like, is that like a thing?
We last year we spent the entire year trying to give you like 13 to 16 month glimpses of what was coming down the pipe, because the previous year, literally like on clockwork every week, someone was trying to scoop us. Either they're like taking pictures of our figures being made in China, or they were sleuthing around in like Walmart or Target's like retail system and going, Isaiah Cassidy confirmed wave 4. And we're like, that's not true. And then
Right.
people were just ruining the surprises for everybody, and it was a total bummer. There's a couple of really mean ones out there that I got memed a few times because of it, and getting ahead of the leaks was an important thing for us. That's why it happens. It happens.
I've learned to when I read the internet, don't worry about the bad stuff, because it's a lot. And it's just like, you read the good stuff. I'm sure you read a lot about how awesome all these things are and people love. I signed so many action figures. How many did you make? Like 100? So many.
It was 101.
But you kept that other one. That's
Heck yeah.
it's an amazing thing when you do have a couple of, you'll have like 50 people might have a complaint, but then you look at the numbers of how many figures were sold and you go, okay, yeah, I guess we're doing something right, and it's okay.
Yeah, and there's truth to what OC says. At the same time, but if there's any lessons to be learned in those 50 complaints or 50 reflections of like, yeah, but just we'll read them. We won't take them to heart. Like, we won't cry at night, but we'll go, hey, we could have done that better. Or you know what? Let's surprise them next time with a backpack, that kind of thing. So,
And that's the thing, though, like the lesson to anybody, because we talked before, the figure collecting community, they're very passionate, but the lesson is, don't write hey, this one sucks. No, if there's something that you don't like about it, then be specific. Say, hey, I really wish this figure would have had a backpack, and then you can add a backpack there.
Are you supposed to be wrapping up soon?
I don't know. Are we wrapping up? Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
So I'll tell you a story.
All right.
nice.
I don't know. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. I'm just derailing this whole thing.
No, this is
Kinda
fantastic.
what I
You're
do
very
most of the time.
extemporaneous.
We spend months trying to get guests all solidified for stage shows, and then you just walk on. This is phenomenal.
Well, I'm happy to be here. All these people here. It's really great. I feel like a superstar.
They're both enjoying themselves.
Danhausen's down the hall. He screwed everything up for us.
I haven't seen Danhausen in such a long. I gotta go see.
He's on the premiere stage right now.
streaming network.
There you go.
Premier streaming network.
Thank you.
I don't want to say names, but I was talking to a nice man who loves collecting your action figures. He's all about them, and he's told me a story about one time that he always buy 2 of each, because one he'd put somewhere and keep it and display it. That's a thing you do, right?
Yeah, you're accurate. This is spot on.
Which is great, because I think, yeah, people hang whatever you want on the wall. And then he'd always buy one for his child.
Oh, that's awesome.
And the child would rip it open and play with them. He told me that he went to work, and when he came back, the action figure he had saved of me and Pac was opened, and his dad was like, on his wall, like his display ones were open and ripped through, and he was like, I can't believe my son did that. And then because he wanted to have 2 versus 2, he wanted to have 2 Orange Cassidy's versus 2 Pacs. And I was like, I mean, yeah, that sucks, but you're supposed to play with them. But then he was really mad because it was like the original one with like the original shirt that I had on. So, long story short, I don't know.
No, that was a great.
That's
story.
what you have.
That kid had a great
That's
imagination.
a story to kill 3 minutes.
Thank you. We're good. We
This
still
is
have-
all your fault for not having a Q&A, for not having, any questions. I'm supposed to tell bad stories then that had no punchline, that had no finish to
They
it.
get pops.
Right, like, man.
So I hear something for it. How cool is it for you? It speaks to the fandom that you have, because one thing that was mentioned earlier was we were talking about every time somebody changes their gear, changes their hair, changes whatever. And for the most part, I know you've changed, you know, like a different pair of pants. But for the most part, when it comes to an action figure, there really hasn't been much of a change for Orange Cassidy. Yet, there are numerous Orange Cassidy figures. That's got to make you feel pretty good, right?
I guess.
Well, it should.
I told these guys, yeah, just keep changing my shirt up and keep changing some details because I just know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to make my action figure. So, hey, if you just got to throw in those, I really want. I'm gonna see. Shouldn't have gave me this microphone. I would like. Now I'm gonna force it on you. I would really like a best friends pack with Chris Statlander, but we're all in our tracksuits. And I feel like that's like, you know, that could be done, right? Like the tie-dye tracksuits.
Yeah.
That would be very dope.
I said, yeah, I don't work for this company, but yeah.
And maybe,
oh, now it's 2 against 2. Crap, okay.
Maybe we get...
now it's 3 against 1. Daniel, make it happen.
Maybe we get Sue involved. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, we've been brainstorming some fun Sue ways to get Sue involved.
Let's do it. I mean...
a special packaging maybe of some sort.
I mean, Sue is the only mother of a professional wrestler to drive a van into Wembley Stadium during a stadium stampede match in front of 80,000 people. So.
That was factually
with
accurate.
steel trays of cookies.
Pretty awesome.
I'm still sore.
Well, hey, thank you so much, Orange Cassidy, for coming on by here. Thank you, gentlemen, for being up here and coming back up to answer some questions. This was a lot of fun. And, yeah, stay tuned. We're going to be back. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we will be back with a little bit more talking about things. Is this not...
A commercial break?
Well, yeah, we have to plug Premier Streaming Network, Premier Plus, where you can actually watch some Orange Cassidy matches on there as well.
Your tie says it, doesn't it?
Well, this says PSN on there. I have a different tie every day, though, so we'll get a little bit more. By the end of it, it just says really big $9.99 subscribe now. But, hey, thank you so much, everybody. This was a packed house.
Don't worry, it'll be picture-in-picture. They'll still see us not talking at all.
Thank God.
All right, we'll be right back.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
This was fun and impromptu. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
What does it mean to be
Premier Plus subscription. It's the Premier Streaming Network Wrestling Showcase. Order now.
Welcome to the pinnacle of wrestling entertainment, Premier Streaming Network. Join us at watchonpremier.com to unlock the ultimate wrestling experience. Curated to perfection. Immerse yourself in the spectacular world of wrestling history, where classic battles and unforgettable moments are at your fingertips. Our carefully designed playlists feature wrestling's biggest stars, both from the mainstream and their incredible journeys through the independent scene. But that's not all. Get ready to be captivated by our exclusive weekly video podcasts. Join Wrestling Hall of Famers and legends as they delve into untold stories, share their unparalleled insights, and give you an insider's view of the wrestling universe. Elevate your journey with Premier Plus. Your pass to the extraordinary. Unleash the power of being Premier and immerse yourself in a realm of wrestling excellence. Join us today and experience the epitome of curated wrestling content. Because when it comes to wrestling entertainment, Premier sets the standard. Be Premier.